And we are live. Hello, everybody. Yay! Okay, so these are the Mama Bears. Yes, we are. We're going to take 1 second so everybody can share, so all our friends everywhere can see us. Okay, so but yeah, just give us 2 seconds. We're going to share because this is like a moment that I've waited for so long. So everyone share so everybody can see us. Yes, we're live. Yes.
Okay, hold on. I
All
gotta
right.
find it. Post it. But go ahead.
Sharing.
I'm going to do my little intro while everyone else is trying to share, but we are officially live. So the show is called Moms for Trans Kids because that's who we are. We're moms of trans kids who are here to support our trans kids. Hence, we are moms for trans kids. My name is Dr. Lulu, aka the Momatrician. I am a pediatrician and a life coach, an author, and all-round agitator of the governor of Texas. I also happen to have a child, and she's trans. That's why I'm here. All right, I'm going to go with Didi next. Didi, I'm just picking you up because I'm just picking you. Okay, Didi, you're next.
Okay. I'm so excited to be here with everybody, with this cast of beautiful ladies. I am the mom of one transgender child, my one and only son. I love him so much. I'm also a relationship life coach, and one of my specialties is that I work with parents of transgender kids, but I create peace in any relationship. So, any relationship that's important to you. I came to that work because when my child came and shared with me that they were transgender, I had such a difficult time. I was already learning mindset coaching tools, but I didn't know that it would help me with that. It helped me maintain 70 pounds of weight loss for many years, and I felt fine with that. But none of that motivated me to do this work like my child coming out, because that was the most important relationship to me. And I could have damaged it severely. So I just want to help other people because I know some other people struggle and I'm not the only one. So that is why I'm here. And I just want to make the world a better place for all our kiddos. So thank you.
Love it, love it, love it. Yay. So I want to take a moment to say welcome to Marcia Seruesela, who says Boa noite. I think maybe that's good evening in Portuguese. Who knows? But thank you so much for joining us. We want this show to be your show. We want you to say what you want to say, ask us questions. But do know that the app allows me to ban you if and to not share your comments if it's derogatory or negative. We still hold some power. So just because you're here doesn't mean if you say something homophobic or something attacking, we're not going to take it. Okay. So, but that aside, welcome Marcia Cerezuela. Next to my right is the one and only Jenny. Hi, Jenny. What's up, girl? Why did you decide to come and do this on a beautiful sunny afternoon?
Thank you for asking. So, hi, everybody. My name is Jenny. My pronouns are she, her. I am the education director for the Gender Freedom Society, as well as a parent advocate for Advocate Alliance Broken Arrow. So, I work with parents of LGBTQ kids here locally in a very, very conservative area where all the parents and all the kids need all the support and love that they can get. And what inspired me to do this, I've been talking to Dr. Lulu. I've been talking to Amber. I've just recently met Didi, but I already love her. And, same, I'm just really committed to making the world a more inclusive, safer place, more compassionate place for kids like mine. And to, just inspire and support and empower parents to make decisions with their kids, to guide their kids in a way that, doesn't involve all of the caricatures and the misinformation that's out there right now about the relationship between parents and their trans kids. So, that's what I'm here for, and I'm happy to be here, and thanks.
Yay! And last but certainly not the least, Amber. And I want to say, before I introduce Amber, I want to say real quickly, Jenny, you're right. The very first time we spoke, we're like, we need to do something like this. So thank you for holding on to that energy and, of course, for saying yes. But more importantly, Amber, thank you for being one of the first people in the quartet this time around to say yes when I asked you, because, my friend, I went to their wedding many, many years ago, and he said something to his wife. He said, I know my raps are smooth, but even the best rapper needs a good listener. So, Amber, I know my raps are smooth, but you didn't have to say yes, but you said yes. So, thank you so much for coming and saying yes. Tell us, why did you decide to come and do this anyway? You already have a beautiful show going on LinkedIn. Why this collaboration? What's up?
We need more. We just need more. We need to keep having this conversation. I started my room about 15 weeks ago, I think now, 16 weeks ago. And I'm the mother of a transgender son, an adult transgender son who's 25. And I'm already a health advocate. And I had built my platform on really just people being able to have healthcare access. And with this last election series, we really started to see a lot of anti-transgender legislation. And because my son is transgender, that's something that I pay a lot of attention to. And because I was speaking about it so much on LinkedIn, I had a few people reach out to me for counseling, adults. And they were having difficult communication with their parents. They still lived at home, but they were trying to bridge this gap of stepping into their own voice and being accepted with their families. And they were running into a lot of problems with that. And so I kind of counseled several of them. And really the week of Transgender Inclusion Week, like that week, it just kind of really hit me that we needed to have more of these conversations, and that these adult women were having difficulties being seen as authentically as the people that they were, even by their families. And that part of that was because we just don't talk about it. And that if we could start that communication, even if it was just, okay, let's have that room with parents talking with their kids, or maybe just the general public, whether it was a nurse, whether it was a counselor, a social worker. I mean, I've got people coming into my room from juvenile services, all these people that deal with these, with the LGBT community, with the trans community, but they have no idea how to actually speak to them, how to have effective communication with them. And so I really had people who weren't even parents coming to me asking for more guidance. And that's why I started my room. And so my room is it's well more than just adult. I mean, well more than parents. Typically, it tends to be a lot of adults who just want more information. They want to know how to support the community. And the more we talk about it, the less of a polarizing topic it becomes. The more we educate people so they understand what these bills are about that are being passed in their community, so that when you go vote, you have that education in front of you. Because our politicians are trying to eradicate our 4 children and anybody else who's transgender right now. And so it was just the time to step forward and speak. So, yeah. And so when you came to me, I was just like, I'm already doing it on Tuesday nights. Let's go do it some more. And Jenny and I,
and if anybody knows me,
doing it, like it was the same thing. Like Jenny and I were just kind of like, let's talk more about it. And so, yes, we just found Dee Dee and we're bringing her into. And so, yeah, it's this. And I love it. I love every time I find a new mom who comes in and says, oh, I'm the mom of a trans kid. Thank you. Thank you for seeing your kid. Thank you for accepting your kid. Thank you for loving your kid and letting them be themselves, because that's what this conversation is about, is us just letting people realize that transgender people are the same as the rest of us.
Yes.
And there's
this is so good. Okay, Amber, you gotta save something for the rest of the evening. Okay, so give me 1 second. But this is also, but I want people who are watching to also see that this is what happens when a mom feels like their child is threatened or feels threatened themselves. I mean, forget human beings. You go try to take a baby chicken, come back and let me know what their mama said to you, you know? So this is not something that is hard to understand. My name is Dr. Lulu. I am an immigrant. I tend to check a lot of boxes, the immigrant box especially. Most people are like, wait, but you're Nigerian. Why are you supporting your child? I said, wait, so because I'm Nigerian, I should not support my kid, you know? But you're a doctor, you should know better. I'm like, oh, all the more reason why I know better. So, I mean, there are lots of intersectional factors on all of us. And I was so happy when Dee Dee said yes, just to kind of balance it out, because I really wanted an African-American. I'm going to use the word authentic because I want to. Authentic African-American, born and bred here, because I was not. I'm bringing the African sauce, but I'm not African-American, so to say. So I'm Black, but I'm happy to represent the diaspora because we need a voice. My kid is just like Amber's child. My kid is 25 years old, Black trans woman, oh my God, they're at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel. They're not even in the barrel. I don't know why they are, but they're not in the barrel. So I want to take a moment to say welcome to Andrew Barber. Hey, Andrew. Hey. And if anyone has any questions, you have any comments, type them in the comment section. We'll take all the comments. I'm going to come back to Didi. So Didi, before we go, because this was going to be just like a quick intro, just a little taste of what you're going to get. So each one of us is going to have a particular, like, should I say, what's the word that we use to describe it? Each person has their own like expertise, so to say.
Their own little niche, maybe.
Yeah. Didi is like the Zen person. I'm bringing like the fire. I was born in beast mode. This is my mode. You can take it or you can. Too late for that now. I'm here. But I'm going to mostly talk about the medical aspect, but I want to bring that up. So each one of us has our own strengths. That's the word I was going to use. So I'm going to talk more of the medical aspects. Welcome, Suzanne Webley. This is so amazing. We have so many people joining us already. This is so good. So I'm going to usually talk about the medical aspect. So you will hear me say, well, because in medical or medicine, because I'm a pediatrician, we're all moms, but I'm going to bring the medical aspect more to the forefront. So Didi, what are you going to bring to the forefront? What's your special skill? You already
Okay, well, my special skill set, I'm an educator for over 25 years. I teach neurodiverse children on the autism spectrum. And I'm also the CEO and founder of Pride Relationship Coaching. So mine is educational and relational, talking about the social aspects of having a transgender child in a society that is very much gendered. You know, those are aspects that it takes us to get over. A lot of it starts with us. So that's what you'll find in us getting past ourselves to be able to be in a position where we can help our child. So relationship, parent-child, broader family dynamics, that plays a big role too. Because a lot of us as parents are like, how is grandma going to accept this? You know, things like that. So the relational, that is my little neck of the woods.
I love it. So like I said, each one of us has something we're going to bring to the table. And you can even tell just from Didi, like when Didi is talking, you're just like, so zen. Reminds me so much of my ex, and I still love her to pieces. We're still best friends. So just so y'all know, not everybody that is an ex is like ex. She brings the zen to my world, and she still does. And Didi's going to bring it to the space. I want to take a moment to say welcome again to Susan A. Webley. So welcome, Susan. Welcome, Andrew. Welcome, Marcia. Welcome to anybody who is watching us. This is our maiden voyage. We're so excited. Can you tell? I want Didi to please write in the comments the name of your business, your CEO thing that you just said, so I can also share it on the screen because people need to know so you can go support us, okay? This is how we pay our bills. So next up is Jenny. So Jenny, what niche, what angle, what strategies, what are you going to bring to the table?
You know, I wish I had really thought to write this down in a way that was going to sound a lot better than it is, but I'm a scatterbrain, so we're going to go with that. We're just going to let Jenny be Jenny. I am a woman on a mission to lead a more compassionate life. In fact, my hashtag spicy compassion is kind of big on my LinkedIn because having grown up in a family that is super religious, and I no longer am, and in an area and around people who are super, right-wing, born and bred Republicans, which is fine. I'm not here to be political, but having grown up in that and then being in this space and doing this work, the world can get to seem really dark and it can get really frustrating. And it can feel like every single day we are waking up to more bad news, more attacks. Imagine what our kids are going through. Imagine what they see every single day. Another bill that's trying to be passed, another person that has said this about them. Our kids are being bullied by their own government at this point. They're being bullied by adults in their community. And these are the same adults that will get mad if their kid is being bullied at school for, having braces or, whatever it is that their kid is getting. Our kids are being bullied from all angles. And trying to live in peace knowing that, because there's just not that much I can do about it. I can do this, I can try to shine my light, we can do our best with our voices, but the truth is that's always going to exist. So something I try to bring to the table is regaining and retaining, maintaining compassion for all people in this. Of course, my compassion practice is geared toward people who are being harmed, but I still have to have the ability to be compassionate towards others, even people who I think are awful, because if I lose that humanity, if I can no longer connect with their humanity, I'm going to lose my own. So what I'm going to bring to the table here is keeping us all on track with maintaining our own humanity, maintaining some peace and a little bit of that Zen too, in the midst of what can feel like a very, very hostile environment.
I love it. It is hostile environment. And as a former lieutenant colonel who sent my people to war, I know friendly fire and I know hostile fire. I know that very well. Classified, but I can say that much. Okay. So I will also bring the military into the space, which brings me to Amber. Recently, Amber was quote unquote attacked online by someone who tried to quote the military. I was like, what you ain't gonna do is put the military up in here. So really quickly, I'm going to reset the room. This is Moms for Trans Kids. It's our Maiden Voyage. It's our first ever episode, and we have so many people joining us. I want to share some of y'all's comments in a minute. I want to welcome Ray Tierney. Welcome to the space. I hope I said your name correctly, and if I didn't, please correct me, because I take pride in saying things correctly. And I wanted to leave your comment on there for a little bit longer. Nothing was going to stop me, they said. Did you see what I did there? I said nothing is going to stop me, they said. We're going to talk about pronouns in a minute. That's my jam. Nothing is going to stop me, they said. I said that on purpose. So just remember that, and we'll come back to it someday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Susan said yes when you were talking about compassion. Susan, hold on. Ray says, Andrew, okay, with all Andrew is here, and Ray is also maybe former Air Force. This is so good. Susan is giving you some claps. We are having a family reunion, y'all. It is the Moms for Trans Kids. Do me a quick favor. Please type live in the comments for the algorithm, okay? And if you're watching this on the replay, whenever you do, type replay in the comments, and then do us a huge favor. We know that we are as big as our army of supporters, as our army of allies. So please click share. Everyone who's watching this, please click share. Do it for the one child who today is praying that their mother or their father sees this. That's why I do the work, for the one child out there who is thinking, contemplating, and I can also talk about suicide. I can also cover suicide. But for the one child who's thinking, contemplating, worrying, praying that their parents will see this, please click share. All right. So Amber, thank you so much for joining us today, because I know you've had a rough week. I want to just kind of hold space with you, Amber, and maybe even give you your flowers, because we tend to not do that a lot when people are alive. Welcome to the party, Silvana Perna. So good to see everybody. Please don't forget to hit share and type live, and then type replay if you're watching on the replay. So Amber, what are you going to bring? What special spice is you going to bring to the table? Thank you so much.
It's kind of it's a combo punch.
Let's go.
I'm a health advocate, so I went to school to be a nurse and decided that I didn't like the micro level. I wanted to work at the macro level. And one of my biggest trajectory is bodily autonomy. And so women's reproductive rights was what I was really on about before the last election, and continue to speak out on that. But then just as much as they were ramming legislation on women's reproductive health care, now we're ramming it on transgender health care. And transgender rights in general. And anytime that you're trying to exclude the transgender community, you're creating a mental health crisis. You're causing a family crisis, like they're a financial crisis. They can't get jobs. You're cutting off whether or not they can get their IDs, how they change, whether they're validated to go get a license. And if you don't have a valid ID, now you can't vote. Now you can't go. Like, we are trying to cut off and cut back everybody in every way that we can. And so a lot of mine tends to revolve around what is going on in legislation. And part of that involves unpacking what the language is that they're using, what they're trying to tell you is going on, and then really bringing the facts of what is going on. Because the truth is, they're making gaslit legislation that usually does not impact a whole lot of people, and they're spending everybody's money to do it instead of actually focusing on real issues. And the biggest one would be their healthcare access. Children should never be refused care. And the fact that transgender affirming care has been approved by every medical association in the US, pediatrics included, there should be no reason why a politician or pastor can get in the way of that. And that is what my mission is to make sure that no matter what, you get to take care of your temple. That's your choice.
I love it. So, like I said, this is like, I'm having goosebumps just listening to all of y'all. Like, this is so amazing. This is what, and if you read any of my posts, you know I spell amazing, AHMAYZEEN. That's how I spell it. That's how it ought to be. I need y'all to remember to mark your calendars today for 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, any Sunday, any week henceforth. Sometimes you will see all four of us. Life happens. Sometimes you might see one of us. Sometimes you see 3, 2, don't matter. This show will go on. I want to say big, huge, ginormous, Texas-sized, yes, I can. Thank you to everyone who's joined us today. This is just a little taste of what's coming. If you have any questions, send us DMs. Our DMs remain open. If you have any topics you'd like us to discuss, send us DMs. If you know anybody who will make a good guest, let us know. If you would like to be a guest, let us know. We're not keeping this, it's a monopoly of sorts, but we will have room to have guests because you know what? We believe in sharing. I am Dr. Lulu. You will hear me talk about medicine. I will bring the agitation. Yes, I will. Janie will bring the compassion and the humanity. Yes, she will. Dee Dee will bring the zen and the peace and the relationship part. Yes, she will. And definitely Amber, you just heard her. Body autonomy, mental health, health advocacy, because our children do matter. One of the things I want to end with is saying, if you remove the word trans, it's just kids. If you remove autistic, autism is kids. Remove epilepsy is kids. Remove black is kids. If you remove that adjective, we're talking about children here. Don't forget that when you leave the house tomorrow. All right, I'm going to let everybody have 1 or 2 minutes to just round up. I'm going to put my business in the comment section. If anybody has anything they want to put, I'm going to put my CEO thing in the comment section, and everybody else put whatever you want to put. Please share this video. Tell one person about this event. One person. If you learned anything today, type in the comment section, what did you learn? And don't forget to send us DMs with your questions. All right, I'll never stop talking. Let me mute myself and I'll type a little thing in the comment section. How do you mute? Didi?
Okay, well, I'll just echo Dr. Lulu. I am so thankful to see all of you here. And I'm looking forward. Please, please, please spread the word to parents that you may know and family members that you may know and people who have concerns and people who are worried and people who may think something about our loved ones that aren't, that aren't true. Tell them about the show. Tell them we can, I think we can take it. And so we want to make sure that people know that just like any other parents, we love their kids. They should love their kids. Our kids are a gift. So thank you all for being here for this first one. And it's only going to get better and better from here. I'm so grateful to be in this space with you.
I think Jenny, you're next. And there was no method to my madness. Just go ahead, Jenny. Maybe for next week, we'll do alphabetical. That puts me at the end all the time. But I had no, like I said, there was no, Jenny, you're muted. I don't know if you're speaking. I can't hear you.
I have a dog who's crying because he's ready for dinner. Wait. I am just so happy to be here with everyone. I'm really thrilled to see, people already joining us. And I think that we have the opportunity to do some really great things here. And I just think everything Dee Dee said was perfect. So I have nothing to add.
All right, Amber, take us home.
Now you, of course, dump that on me quickly, Jenny. I see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, we're happy that y'all came. We'd be happy if you'd show up again and you'd come week after week after week, and you bring all of your friends, you bring your family members, you bring everybody that you can. I mean it when I say I think the more that we talk about this, the little ripples of every impactful conversation that you have with somebody else, those ripples become waves and waves become a tsunami. If you look at my page, you will see that is my lingo. But that is what I want. I want a tsunami of love across this country. I want a tsunami of inclusion across this country.
Absolutely.
Everybody deserves to show up and be who they are every
Amen.
single day and be accepted as that.
Amen.
There is nothing different with being transgender. And with that, I'll pass it back to you, though.
Okay. Okay. I didn't realize you're posted. Oh, I didn't realize you posted in the private comments. Is that all that's available to you?
Yes,
Actually,
it's all available to
Okay.
us.
No problem. I'm gonna copy and paste. No problem at all. I didn't know that. But
Okay,
so
yeah.
for those of you who are watching, this is just in case you're thinking that it was not live. This is live. Like this is live, is unscripted. It's happening as we speak. We're learning as we go. So this is Pride Relationships. I think that's Dee Dee. I'm not sure. Dee Dee, was that
Yes,
you?
that is me. And it took me a little doing too, Dr. Lulu, to say, oh, I don't post it here. I post it over here. So
Yes. And I didn't know that, but you know what? That's how it starts. I'm about to post
Mhm.
Amber's. And so we're learning on the job. We're very happy to be here. If you know anything that you can help us do to make it, I don't know, better, just let us know. We're learning. There's no leader, no follower. All of us are just here trying to work together. I want to say a big, huge thank you again to all you three ladies for saying yes to me. I know I can be a little pushy and maybe a little persistent, but you know what? Nobody ever won anything that they wanted to go for without being persistent and maybe even a little pushy. So I want to say thank you to
Yeah.
Jenny. I want to say thank you to Dee Dee. I want to say special thanks to Amber because I know you're having a rough week for being able to show up today. We're going to show up every Wednesday. My show is on Wednesday, my bad. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. I think there's a message in the private. Okay, Jenny. Okay. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. And this is how we're going to be. We're going to be authentic. I told the girls, I said, come, be vulnerable, be fun, and I think be authentic. Is that what I said? I think, I don't know, something like that. Yeah. So you're going to get authenticity from us. You're going to get vulnerability from us. You might see a few tears from time to time. We'll laugh, we'll cry. This is it. This is all you got. And one day when we all meet, we'll have a live show. So you know what? It's going to happen. That's it. It's 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I promised y'all 15 minutes, but we got 30 in, which is the sweet spot anyway. Anybody else want to say anything before I say so long farewell? I wish to say goodbye.
that was great.
All right, people. Thank you so much. One more. I'm going to say thank you to Andrew Barber for joining us, Silvana Perna for joining us, Susan Webley, Ray Tierney, Marcia. Thank you all so much for joining us. Please tell someone about the show, and we'll see you all next week. So long, farewell, and don't forget, we're doing this for the kids. We're going to find a nice, fancy outro, but it's coming. Just stay tuned.
Grow with us.
Bye.
Bye.